Hi guys, this is Feria, and today I'm going to expose you to some documents I found, and they were documents I was making for myself, and it's about gangers' activities which I had monitored and documented last year and also throughout this year. Um, these documents showcase the frequency of their honorable performances, and as you will be able to see, the biker follows the same time interval pattern like the one he or she did on Christmas Day. And based on these notes, bikers' entrance and frequency were matched with horn honkers, and I will come up with another name for them anyways, maybe. And the notes include also guest performances made by ambulance, vans, and buses. Of course, yes, ambulance. I know you have been promoted to permanent cast since then. Anyways, something that struck me was very unusual because I'm very much attentive about the environment, pollution, and the planet in general, because there are so many people I like. I like animals very much. I like the nature, and I don't want anything harm them. So I was very surprised that I didn't take care of this aspect of all this that has been happening for over 5 years, because that would be quite a long time not to take care of this part of it. Anyways, so what I was concerned about when I saw at this was that pollution, air pollution and noise. There are two kinds of pollutions that happens when these people perform. So, well, they use vehicles, make noise, and all that for the duration of when I start to work normally from 8 to 5, and this is like 9 hours in a row. Sometimes continuing also later, but much more rare and not as extensive. So, and considering that I'm not the only person living on this street, every other person living in the radius of more or less 300 meters will be also exposed to all of this. Most of them will know the motivation behind all this. Therefore, I guess they will be as stressed as the bystanders who witness bullying in workplace would be. Those who do not know will probably be also stressed, but differently. Anyways, so and then there is another category came to my mind. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later because I need to go through my notes. As you see, I am registering things differently. Yes, here it is, the part I had taken note. There might be also another category because I have seen the guy from site services on a bike guiding 5 identical light gold hatchbacks. He saw me at the window and drove away that day. So on another occasion, this time more recently, I saw him again guiding this time 4 identical black hatchbacks and a familiar black sedan. This time he didn't see me. Anyways, both instances happened very early in the morning, between 6 and 6:30. Even though I am their target, what if I'm not the only one? do they need all these arrangements for only me? I mean, for only one target? And maybe something authorities could have a look in it. Anyways, so here I'm going to show you my notes. They are not neatly written. You know, I was working at the same time. You know, I have two jobs, monitoring these people or this whatever, and also doing a job. There is a different kind of job I'm doing as well. So this is the one let's say, what is the date? Okay, December 2nd. The time is, as you see, is practically when they appear, and I would write down all at the moment they appeared, just to check the pattern and in case there is any. And of course there was, but you know, just to make sure. So, and then this one is December 3rd. Again. So if you wonder what buses do, the buses actually what they do is revving their engines, but of course very, very rarely. There are especially these intercity buses, not the buses who drive locally. Or they do some weird noises, you know, small noise tubes like that. And this is December 4th. So ambulance, bus, probably ambulance had some real work to do that day. That is of course unfortunate because that would mean somebody was hurt. So this is December 23rd. My shift started at 7, and of course the whole committee started earlier too. They totally sync with my shift. I hope the filming is clear. Sometimes I don't see that it's doing it right, but let's hope. Anyways, so all right. Now this one is on January 7th. So because the kind of bikes, there are different kind of bikes. So the ambulance showed up later, and some of them are large and make noises, large noises, and some others are a little bit smaller. And this is on January 14th. I probably got fed up and decided not to do it anymore. Okay, just a moment. I'm going to, I have prepared a text. I'm going to read it from my computer because some of them is a research, and I don't know them by heart, really. So, I tried to figure out what's the impact. I mean, the physical impact of these actions on our world. You know, our world is where we live, right? I found some interesting articles. I'm going to definitely add the links to all of them, or the ones that I mentioned here, in the comment sections, as I always do. And in case you be more interested about this, you can always find more articles just searching any of the terms. So there is one document dated 2019. It is, I think it has been done in the UK from Air Quality Expert Group. And it's prepared for Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, Scottish Government, Welsh Government, and Department of the Environment in Northern Ireland. always thought that exhaust emissions are actually the reason for air pollution. I mean, one of the important reasons due to traffic for air pollution. But apparently it's not so. And it's just the tip of the iceberg. According to this report, particles, there are certain particles released from brake wear, tire wear, road surface wear, and also the suspension of road dust during traffic. And that happens more often in urban areas. Not more often, but more heavily, because of course the tires are used differently in urban areas, and also the brakes. There are a lot of explanation about this, but I just wanted to bring some brief ones. You can go and check exactly what it says. So these emissions arise regardless of the type of vehicle and its mode of power, contributes to the total ambient particulate matter burden associated with human ill health and premature mortality, and are an important source of metals in the atmosphere. That is where we all breathe. So these particles are called non-exhaust emissions, and the level of emission depends on the kind of the type of brake, tire, and road surface material, and also driving style. Anyways, it also says that it has not been. I mean, this kind of emission have not been researched or regulated like exhaust emissions have been. Therefore, the real magnitude of the damage and how to lessen its effect is not yet clear. But it has been proved by being tested in labs and on test vehicles. So there is also something else, the fact that air pollution does not stay still where it has been happened. It's transported by the wind, and rain can remove pollutants from air, causing soil and water pollution. It says also there is also something else, but I hadn't heard about this one. It says sunlight can aid the conversion of air pollutants to different substances. I'm going to research that a little bit further for myself. So this is about vehicles, but the noise is also what these gangers or whatever they are used for doing what they are doing. So, this is damaging to us all, and there is a term for it. There is a real term for it, and it is also a major, I think, in universities, because one of the articles, I will add the link to it, it has a person who is exactly graduated in that, and this is the person who is writing it. So it's called noise pollution, and apparently it affects people who are exposed to it very much. It can cause different kind of diseases. I mean, physical diseases like cardiovascular, insomnia, blood high pressure, heart attacks, coronary heart diseases, and it can also cause impairment in children because it's so stressful. There are different documents, and I try to choose the documentation which are released by attendable organizations. You will see them all in the in the comments. Anyways, for example, the European Environment Agency blames 10,000 premature deaths and 43,000 hospital admissions and 900,000 cases of hypertension a year in Europe to noise. Anyways, apparently the most pervasive source and probably most common is traffic noise. And according to another article, 125 million Europeans experience levels greater than 55 decibels, thought to be harmful to health day, evening, and night. I also found a web page which displays the damaging level of different noises. I mentioned the ones I'm exposed to. Firecrackers, 150 dB, that would be decibel. Well, engine backfire, 140. And these two are listed under the category immediate physical damage, 160 dB. There was the other night, one of these things, whatever, entered the gate and cracked the firecracker. It was quite late at night. Well, for me, it's not as bad as it could be for some other people because I guess I somehow expect anything, more or less. Anyways, and then there is a motorcycle, is 105 dB. It's listed under on protected noise exposure of any duration not permitted above this level, 115 dB. And here we go to our ambulance. Ambulance siren, 112 dB, and it's listed under unprotected noise exposure of any duration not permitted above this level, 115 dB. So now we know why the ambulance had been promoted. I'm absolutely certain the species I'm disclosing, including those who hired them, will have quite a laugh after listening to this part, thinking about me only and the effect it has on me and or on other targets eventually, and totally ignore the extent of the damage they cause. They're actually damaging also themselves because they are made of the same material. I mean, at some physical levels, like meat and bones, like us. So they may have, but you know. And here comes our star. Just for Saturday night. Anyways, these criminals have my total understanding for the wiring system. They would hardly be criminals if they were not blessed with their impressive deep ignorance. Okay, that's my alarm, and I think I spoke a lot. And have a nice Saturday, and take care. Bye.